Okay, where were we? We were talking about Obama wanting to kick some ass as to who's responsible for this devastating mess in the Gulf. We were also talking about the various offers that were turned down carte blanche by the Obama administration, offers from countries that were knowledgeable in cleaning up oil, small amounts probably, but they had experience because they are home countries to some of the larger oil companies in the world, some of the larger oil expeditions in the world, such as the North Sea. The Dutch and their Shell Corporation have a lot of experience. We didn't want it. Jones Act. Now the Obama administration finally has discussed it. They wouldn't even respond to a Jones Act question that the unions were causing. No, they couldn't say that. They ultimately have said that to use the Dutch would be violating the EPA to clean it up the Dutch way. We got to clean it up the EPA way. Of course, the EPA has no way to clean it up. They just simply are dilettantes who make all kinds of absurd statements, nothing practical. Finally, after a day or two, was it? A week? How long was it before we signed the contract with the Dutch? How long was it before we even began negotiating with the Dutch? It will shock you when you look it up, or when someone posts it. It is emblematic of the Obama administration being a political boondoggle and not a patriotic administration. We haven't had one of those for who knows how long. Reagan was in a way. Eisenhower probably was in a way. But I don't think we'll find any in recent time that really, truly was. They don't seem to care. They care about being reelected next time. They care about getting money to their constituents. So we have transferred $900 billion to God knows who all that Obama wanted to benefit. It didn't help the economy much. And the failure to use the Dutch, yeah, you'd have to pay for it probably, but BP's doing that. Why would he have taken so long? 3 days. It had taken 3 days. It took the Dutch 3 days to call up once they knew what had occurred. And they were over in the other country, over in Europe. How long did it take him? Take him a week? Did it take him a week to figure out that he had done wrong? 2 weeks? A bus driver, any bus driver that you've ever ridden with, he knows how to drive the right course. Why can't Obama be as smart as a bus driver? Why can't his administration do what needs to be done to protect the states of the Gulf Coast instead of saying, this is something we couldn't deal with? Well, why couldn't we deal with it? You are incompetent. Your administration's incompetent. The EPA's incompetent. On and on. No more needs to be said other than the number of days it took to sign that contract, the number of days it took to announce that you were willing to sign such a contract, the number of days it took after that you entered into negotiations that it takes. You should have told them to get the ships running. The deal would be worked out. It didn't really matter how much it cost because we were desperate. Well, we were, other than you. You like it. You failed America, Mr. Obama. The EPA failed America. I think a lot of heads should roll. A lot of heads should roll. Big heads, not the little people, but the people at the top who failed to do things. And perhaps even Thad Allen should get taken out to the woodshed in that he should have said something. He is not a perfect hero, not in a long sight, if he understood that the Dutch offer had been turned down, and if he was not given a perfect reason why it should be turned down. All these people should be taken to task. All these people should be discredited. All these people should be used as a lesson for the future so that this doesn't keep happening over and over again with Bush, Obama. Everything should be done right the first time, but if it isn't, it should be corrected a lot quicker than whatever it took between the 3 days and when you finally did it. What's that number? Anyone know?